Hello, this is Sarah Clark back with one of the most amazing ladies I've had the pleasure of meeting in a long time, KeriAnn MacElroy. She is a certified sleep consultant and she runs an amazing business called the Dream Factory. And she is here with us today to explain to us really what a sleep consultant is. Just tell us about her amazing services and how her services can benefit us. So would you like to say hello real quick, or can I just dive into my questions?
I'll say hello. Like Sarah said, I'm KeriAnn MacElroy. I'm owner of Dream Factory Sleep Solutions. We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but we work with families virtually nationwide. So we provide in-home and virtual services kind of as needed to help infants and children learn how to sleep better or sleep well. So, and I started doing this in 2016. So 6.5 years I've been helping babies and children sleep better.
Perfect. Okay. Well, that leads us to our first question. Like, what is a sleep consultant?
Yeah, that's a good question because a lot of people don't understand what we do or why we do it. I think a sleep consultant basically is someone who can help you solve your child's sleep issues, whatever that may be. So for infants, if your child is waking up your baby is waking up frequently throughout the night, and doesn't necessarily need to be fed or need anything. They're just waking up, crying for long periods of time, having difficulty going back to sleep without the parents doing something. So it's leading to interrupted sleep, both for the parents and for the babies. That's a common problem we work with for infants. And then older children and toddlers, like if you've transitioned to a toddler bed and your toddler doesn't want to stay in their bed, and it's becoming a bedtime circus. And even older kiddos, elementary age, my most common issue with those age groups would be, I need a parent to lay with me to fall asleep and come back to my bed in the middle of the night to lay with me to fall asleep, because there's just a lot of anxiety around sleeping alone or being alone in the middle of the night. That would be a common situation. So the reason, those would be the problems that bring families to us. But the way that we help them is most families who come to us have tried all the things they can read on the internet already and feel like either, number one, it's not something I'm willing to try. For instance, sleep training is often synonymous with cry it out. And a lot of parents who come to me are like, I will not do cry it out, but I still need my baby to sleep through the night, right? So they may come to me for an alternative to that. Or they just feel like, okay, we've tried this tip or this trick, or, you know, we've tried the light that tells the baby, the toddler when to get out of bed, and none of it is working, right? So if you feel like you've tried everything and haven't had success, or you just really don't know how to begin to change your child's sleep habits, that's where a sleep consultant comes in, because we're going to take a step back from the situation and get a full overview of what's going on. We're going to get a feel for the family, a feel for the parenting styles and philosophies. We're going to find out exactly what's going on with that child during sleep times, like their sleep environment, the timing of sleep, their current sleep habits, all of those things, and including that child's temperament. What are they? Are they, you know, kind of what one would call a spirited child, or are they a little more laid back and flexible? And that's going to kind of determine, all of those things combined are going to determine the approaches we take with each child to start modifying their habits around sleep. So we'll draft a plan that's very specific to each and every child. We have a consultation with the parents to go over that plan in detail. And our consultations are usually 2 or so hours in length. So just to, if that gives you an idea of like how detailed we're getting, we're going through very clearly step by step. You know, when your child goes to bed, and cries at bedtime, this is what we're going to do. When your child wakes up in the middle of the night or your toddler comes to your bed in the middle of the night, this is what we're going to do. Early rising, all of those situations. So after the consultation, the parents have an actionable plan that's very clear, that they know how to follow and know exactly how to handle each and every situation that arises. And we don't stop there, because every child is different. So the plan that we draft is really just a starting point. And then once parents start to implement the plan and make the changes to the child's sleep habits, we're walking alongside those parents to help them make modifications to the plan as needed. So if we realize, whoa, like that strategy is really not working for that child does not like what we're doing there, then we don't just throw our hands up in the air and give up. We can modify it and make a shift that's meeting that child's need and shifting our process based on that child's response. So we walk with families for 2 to 3 weeks as they're implementing the sleep plan, monitoring that child's sleep habits over that 2 to 3 week time frame to ensure that we are actually getting the results that the parents are seeking.
That is amazing. So, okay, so I schedule an appointment with you. Is it virtual? Is it in person? What's
It can be either. You would start by scheduling a free consultation. So
Okay.
That's available to anybody. And that's just our first point of contact. We'll have a free 15, 20-minute phone call to kind of get an overview of what's going on. What is your situation? And that is a way for you to get to know me a little bit, make sure we mesh. And also for me to decide, is your situation something that I can help? If a child is waking up through the middle of the night because they have sleep apnea, that I'm not a medical doctor, so that may not be something I can help you with. And I'll kind of weed that out during that evaluation call to let you know, yes, I think I can help you through the situation, and there's lots of room for improvement here, and I can be of help. And so I'll let you know that in that free call. And sometimes those free calls, if it's just a quick little tip, if I just think you've got your nap timing all wrong, and that's probably why things aren't going well, I'm going to let you know that on that call. So sometimes it is just a free tip that I can give you on that call. And if that's it, I'm happy to do that. You don't need to hire me for that. That's not often the case because sleep can be very complex. So there's a lot of things that can go into it. But so we would start with the free call. And then once you decide to purchase the full package with the plan and the ongoing support, then we would schedule a consultation. And it actually is up to you if you want that consultation to be in your home or virtual. We do offer those options.
Okay, excellent. So would you come in okay, so as an adult, because I know you help like children and adults, which is amazing.
Yes.
You help everybody. Okay, so do you, and not in a creepy way, but do you come and watch me fall asleep? Are you there during the nighttime? Are you there during the daytime?
So no, generally speaking, what we do, especially with children, is we're really coaching the parents, because the parents are the boots on the ground, the ones doing the bedtime day in and day out. And I think it's very important that the parents know how to handle all the bedtime scenarios that are going to come up today and 3 months from now or a year from now, because children will throw everything at you over time. So from the child perspective, we're really equipping the parents and training the parents how to teach their child, because really that's where the trust lies, is between the parent and the child. The parent or the child doesn't know me and doesn't have any relationship with me. So we're really engaging with the parents during that time and teaching them what to do. However, we do offer in-home support for parents who are just like, there's just no way I can do this on my own. I need someone here to help me. We do offer half night and bedtime support packages when you're first starting to implement your sleep plan, where we can come to the home and be there mostly to support the parents as they're implementing these changes. And that way we're right there with them and kind of letting the parents know, okay, this is normal. This is what we're going to do next, or woof, this is not normal. We need to do something different. And so we're right there to guide you through it. So those types of supports are available. The virtual option, I would say whether you purchase an in-home or virtual package with us, the results at the end of those 2 to 3 weeks really are the same, to be quite honest. So it's really a personal preference if you want us there with you or not. But with the virtual option, we would just schedule the consultation via, I usually use Google Meet or Zoom for a video call. And I like to meet with both parents where we're kind of going through the plan. And then at the end of that, let them know they actually get to choose their start date. So there's no expectation that they are implementing the plan the night that we're meeting or the day that we're meeting. So we have that consultation ahead of time before they actually want to start the sleep training process. And then they would let me know, okay, this is the night that we're going to start making the changes. Now we have the plan, we know what we're going to do. And then once they implement their plan from night 1 of implementation forward, that's when their follow-up support begins.
Okay. So what should I be looking for if I need to call you? I mean, is this like just trying to get a child to sleep without a pacifier, or is this something that's like, what should I be looking for? What, as your ideal client, what would I look for?
Well, so a lot of people will ask me, like, when is the best time to sleep train?
Yes.
And my answer to that is there is no ideal time, because every age and stage has its own challenges, right? So the time to sleep train is when you feel like what you are doing is no longer working, either for you or for your child, or probably more likely both. Yeah, like this is just not sustainable. We can't keep doing this anymore. That's the time to reach out for help and make changes. Because there are changes we can make that will bring relief to all of you, regardless of your child's age.
Yes. And I know we spoke earlier, I do work with Dr. Henderson at her pediatric practice here in Dallas. And we both firmly believe that sleep is it's the foundation of holistic health. And so that you offer these services it's incredible. I'm super excited that we found you. So I did have one more question. You touched briefly on napping. Sadly, you don't list 45-year-olds here on your napping, but like, oh, I know I need a nap. Just talk to me about napping, because I don't know that napping is something that I initially correlate with sleeping, although obviously it is. Do you have any recommendations on, just like off the top of your head, your one most asked question about napping? What would you suggest?
Well, I would say the most common complaint about napping is short naps. Short naps. So like, my child is taking short naps, meaning they only sleep for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. When I'm working with children who are still at an appropriate age to be napping, which is roughly 0 to 3 years.
Not 45.
Not 45, although a 30 to 45 minute cat nap can be appropriate for adults from time to time. Exactly. Not daily. Yeah, that can mess up an adult circadian rhythm for sure.
Yes.
But for younger children, 0 to 3, they really do genuinely need a daily nap. And under 12 months, most likely multiple daily naps, because their bodies get exhausted. They just can't handle that. And so most parents that come to me with those complaints are either really, really missing the appropriate awake window, meaning their child is either awake way longer than they should be, or they're what it seems like what's happened over the last 6 years since I've been in this business is that more and more parents are becoming aware of babies being overtired, meaning they've been awake too long. So parents are kind of overcompensating for that and offering naps too frequently. So they're you can put a baby down too often. There is a such thing as too much daytime sleep. And so if you're missing that window in either direction, too much or too little daytime sleep, putting your baby down too frequently, then you're more likely to get some short naps. So I'll kind of help based on your child's age and stage, sort that out and, let you know if you are doing that in the right way or not, and which direction you probably should try first. And then on top of that, the other most common cause for those short naps would be that the baby is very reliant on a parent to put them to sleep, meaning, the baby can only sleep in my arms, or can only fall asleep while nursing, or can only fall asleep with a bottle or something like that. And that actually does cause short naps, because with naps, you're going to hit a sleep cycle transition roughly 30 or so minutes into sleep. And so when you have a baby, when you feel like a baby or a child, when you feel like I can time it, I know I'm going to lay them down and they're going to wake up at that 30-minute dot, chances are that's when they're hitting a sleep cycle transition. They're waking up and realizing either I'm not where I was when I fell asleep, meaning I fell asleep in my mom's arms and now I'm laying in bed alone. I don't like that. Or I need my parent or the bottle or the pacifier or something like that to come back and recreate all that situation so that I can find my way back to sleep. And in the middle of the day, when we're napping, that's especially hard to do, to fall asleep after you've had a little cat nap. It's a little easier in the middle of the night when we have melatonin pumping and all of that stuff. But during the day, that's especially hard to do. And so that would be kind of the two most common causes and for my nap complaints, I would say.
Well, this is fascinating. I have a trillion questions, but I know I know our time is short. But if we wanted to get a hold of you, how would we do that?
So all of our information can be found at our website, which is dreamfactorysleep.com. And you can read a little bit about me and my other consultants and the services that we offer, to include our adult services, which are a little bit differently. We don't do in-homes for adults. We're only offering virtual services for our adult clients, but it is essentially the same thing. We're retraining your adult body to sleep well, creating new habits around sleep so that you can retrain your body to sleep through the night again. So all of that information can be found at our website, and our phone number is on there as well. And you can book a free call right there on the website.
Perfect. Yay. Well, thank you so very much. We love recommending you to all of our patients and clients, and now I'm excited that everyone else can find you too. So have a fantastic day, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I look forward to connecting with you again soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.